The end of the German dictator Adolf Hitler is officially mentioned as he committed suicide on April 30, 1945, in Berlin, Germany. It has been mentioned in many history books that his suicide body was found in the bunker where he was in Berlin, after realizing that his Nazi army would be defeated in the face of the Allied forces. While most of the world accepts this view, some are reluctant to accept that he died on that day, and they also present evidence that Hitler lived later. They say that Hitler successfully escaped the Allied forces. Others say that Hitler did not die that day, but he committed suicide. In this way, many opinions about the end of Hitler have been socialized. Let's examine some popular opinions today in this video. On April 30, 1945, the body found in a bunker in Berlin was a problem for some people. Although the Russian military claimed it was his, it was not properly proven until recently. It was said that Hitler had shot himself in the head after consuming cyanide. On the day of Hitler's death at 10:20 a.m., a German admiral addressed his countrymen on the radio and announced that Adolf Hitler had died like a hero on the battlefield. He further said that the shell fragment had pierced his lung and a doctor tried to remove it and save him, but that effort failed. Later, the doctor even offered to testify. However, many scientists later said that this opinion was simply to make Hitler a hero. According to another theory, Hitler wrote his last will when the Soviet troops were about to invade Berlin. Accordingly, he had asked not to allow anyone to mutilate his body. Thus his body, which committed suicide, was set on fire and hidden. However, his body was eventually found by Soviet forces. For some reason, the Soviet authorities and the Institute of KGB, instead of conducting further research on the suspected body of Hitler, kept it hidden for decades. Finally, they destroyed the rest of the body, leaving only the skull and the lower jaw. That was in the 1970s. They did this simply because it was a political advantage for them that whether Hitler is dead or alive has become a puzzle to America and other competing countries. However, the number of people who believe that Hitler did not die because of this matter increased day by day. Some even started presenting evidence for this. Some say that Hitler later worked in a casino in France, while others say that he fled to the Alps and spent the rest of his life there as a shepherd. Others believe that Hitler attained spiritual enlightenment and became a hermit in a cave. This caused so much turmoil in the world that who was once the American president, even Dwight D. Eisenhower, had to believe that Hitler was not dead. Another popular belief about Hitler is that he escaped from Europe in a submarine to escape the Soviet forces. This was also mentioned in the British Daily Mail newspaper. According to it, Hitler ordered the German army to disguise two corpses as himself and his wife. Then, in the middle of the night, they left their bunker with the help of a secret tunnel, and with the help of a light plane, they escaped to Denmark and then to Spain when the Soviet troops invaded Berlin. Boarding a submarine hidden there, they fled to South America and started a new life there. It is said that he lived for 73 years or until 1962. At the end of World War II, a Nazi war submarine actually disappeared. It was said that several high-ranking Nazi officials fled to South America, and later on, several of them were caught from there. Thus, some people started to say that Hitler was among those who escaped. Strong evidence supporting this was received in 1955 at a CIA office in Venezuela. It was a photo of two men arrested in Colombia 2 years ago. One of them was seen as a high German military officer and the other was said to be Hitler. It was further stated that he had changed his name to Adolf Hitler. However, he had not tried to get rid of his particular beard. The presence of many Nazi German collaborators in Colombia was a reason to confirm this opinion. However, no one met this man after that. According to another opinion, Hitler lived in a bunker in Paraguay until 1971. Others say that Hitler lived in obscurity in Brazil until 1984, well over 90 years. This was largely due to someone using Photoshop to paste Hitler's distinctive mustache onto a picture of an old man who lived there. The manipulated picture showed that the old man looked a lot like Hitler if he had his distinctive mustache. There are many other theories about Hitler, some of which are so improbable that he hid in Antarctica and even on the moon. Until 2017, some people around the world had a great problem with the end of Hitler. Because of this, a group of French scientists, together with the Russian government, conducted research using the skull and lower jaw of Hitler, which is said to be Hitler's, using modern technology. They compared the results from Hitler's autopsy and other data about him. Accordingly, it has been proved that the body is Hitler's body. Don't forget to subscribe to us and click the bell icon to watch such interesting information daily. Thank you.